So it's been asked before whether or not cats can have different types of cat food, or whether or not they will refuse to eat it. Well, if your cat chooses not to eat a specific type of cat food, then that's absolutely fine. Sometimes cats are picky just in the same way that humans are. This can often mean that your cat has a tendency to prefer a certain type of cat food, usually from a specific brand. And of course, this is most often the case if your cat has been brought up eating a certain type of cat food. However, that's not to say that cats can't adapt to different types of cat food, so you shouldn't feel scared to try and change this once in a while. Some cats, for example, will only like dry food and prefer not to eat any type of wet food at all. But some cats will be the complete opposite, so it's entirely dependent on your cat's preferred choice. A good place to start is to try and identify what type of cat food they might have had when they were growing up. For example, does the cat breeder choose a specific brand of food? If so, it might be a great idea to start with that brand of food and gradually work them towards different varieties of food where possible. Generally, cats prefer to stick to a certain type of food, but of course this doesn't count for any cat treats that you might like to give your cat. And of course these can be of different varieties, and your cat will probably eat them and enjoy them in just the same way. If you are making sure that your cat has enough food each day and the right amount of nutrients, then you're doing the right thing regardless of which type of brand of cat food you buy. It's also not uncommon for different cats within the same household to actually enjoy different types of cat food, such as wet, dry, or a mixture of both, and sometimes even from different varieties of brands. This can of course make life a little bit more complicated when you're feeding your pet, but not to worry, most cats within the same household will adapt to eating the same variety of food, as cats will often eat food from another cat's plate. Especially if the food on that plate is chicken, or especially any kind of fish. But not all cats will enjoy fish, some of them just prefer the normal simple food you buy off the shelf. And if you're querying whether or not to feed your cat wet or dry food, we actually have a video linked on screen now that you can watch to find out the answer.